yes, I need to get to Chicago. And this is gonna let me know if you're gonna be my manager or not.
So what?
Talking about Tay.
Tell him.
Tay.
Oh.
What's happening? I ain't finna be in here long. I'm waiting for a couple of y'all more to get in here. I know y'all got hella questions. Because a lot of the stuff that y'all was complaining about and was in the comments about sounds like y'all a little bogus based off what I heard and what was said to me. It sounds like a few of y'all got issues with following directions. Now, as y'all know, I always tell y'all I'm the purveyor of truth. So I'm going to give it to y'all raw. Feel me? A lot of the stuff that y'all was saying and complaining about is literally just y'all not wanting to follow the directions of the program. The NDAs are for your protection, and the NDAs are also for people that's living within that housing situation, that's escaping, terrible situations. So that's the reason for the NDAs. As far as the kids, did we get to the kid part? I don't think we did. No,
about
we did.
What part?
As far as the one message I read when
about going to the kids' schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said they're not going in there as guardians or talking to them as parents or anything like that. They don't have guardianship of your kids. They want to know basically if your kids are okay. The schools are reaching out to them. Like she said, she got a couple people that said the school reached out to them because kids came to school hungry for the last couple days. Kids went to school talking about they didn't eat dinner the night before and didn't eat breakfast the morning before they went to school. The school is calling them and telling them that. So they're asking, how can we help you? Do you need food? Do you need transportation to get them to school? Stuff like that.
So so again, from what I'm gathering from this program is meant to help. There's a couple individuals that has personal things going on within the program, but talking with her, it just sounds like a lot of, you got to follow the directions. You got to do the programming. You got to take the classes. How many ever classes are supposed to be? Now, there were some of y'all in the comments that were speaking about bogus classes and sex and whatnot. She explained that. They no longer teach sex in schools, so she made it a part of her, which is relevant education. She made it a part of her curriculum for the program. Now, we didn't go too far into detail about who's teaching it, what type of curriculum. There's a sex ed class within the program. And the way she explained it, like, for example, this is what she said. Do y'all know that women in Uganda get their clitoris cut off? Because that's a point of pleasure. So, there's things with, I ain't gonna disclose the whole conversation, but there's things within that y'all should probably know about. So as far as her teaching sexual education, that's needed. I don't think that should have been taken out of schools. It should have been taken out of schools. So I'm just looking at shit real quick. Another thing, as far as, and I'm just keep it funky. I know she probably watching. The lady that we had off camera.
She was bogus.
You was bogus. I'm just going to put it out there. And you know how to get a hold of me. You got my number.
She did lie.
We can talk. But, ma'am, You was bogus. Like, the lady showed us the crib that you had, that they gave you for 3 weeks. She showed us a few things regarding your situation. And, again, I ain't going to put out your credentials or your, but you bogus. You know who you are. I ain't saying your name. You bogus. Shaquela, you're bogus too. Not only are you bogus from the YMOA situation, you're bogus from them ladies too. Because this situation, and you stated this situation was a month ago. You decided to bring it to my platform for what exactly? Like, don't think you good. There's no clout to get or gain from Dre's Dungeon. Let's put that out there. We got to stop doing that. Okay? Don't come to my podcast with, of course, I support the messy shit. But make sure the messy shit is relevant. Don't come over here with a situation from 3-4 years ago trying to bring it up and get some shit cracking. No, that's not the image I want. You feel me? So, ma'am, you two ladies, y'all bogus. Simple as that. And again, y'all know how to contact me. Y'all got my number. You know how to inbox me. We can have a more in-depth conversation about what was said off the camera, but in front of everybody, because we know motherfuckers watching Dre's Dungeon. I'm saying it. You're bogus. Simple as that. To my other Facebook friend that was inboxing me with questions, I got to those questions. And I explained about the NDA. The NDA is kind of for y'all protection. There's people within the village or villa, whatever it's called. There's people within that are running from situations. So whoever it was, I don't know, but whoever it was that placed Somerset Apartments in Nosy Neighbors comments or whatever, you kind of put them people at risk.
That jump started the NDA.
That's what brought forth the NDA. Y'all ain't supposed to be on there doing that. Like, again, I'm not sitting up here telling y'all, don't come to Facebook, don't come to social media, air your issues, whatever the case may be. I'm not saying none of that. But you can't be upset about rules put in place for this program and you not following it.
They knew the rules when they signed the paperwork.
The motherfuckers saw the contract. Those rules and regulations is in the fine print. It pays to read the fine print, y'all. That's why these, I don't hear on no racist shit. But that's why these white corporations get over on us. You know why? Because the first thing they tell you is to put some shit in a book or put it in paperwork or put it in black and white. Them niggas ain't gonna read it. So you just prove them right. Read contracts. If you know you ain't got the obligations to make these classes or whatever the parameters is set for this program, then you probably should voice that. Don't get in these people's faces trying to get a crib, because we all understand times is hard right now. So don't be in these faces. Don't be in these people's faces playing crazy, adhering to the rules and regulations of their program. Then when it comes down time for you to adhere to said rules and regulations, you bullshitting. You can't do that. You can't do that. Thirdly, I ain't gonna put no names on it. You can't pay rent fraudulent. You cannot pay your rent fraudulently and not think you're gonna get caught.
Instant eviction.
Instant eviction.
In the paperwork.
It's in the fucking paperwork. I ain't putting no names on shit. That's just a general statement. If the shoe fit, wear it, motherfucker. You cannot pay rent fraudulently. They have a thing called, merchants. They do a 30-day cycle. You might have thought you got off. But in them 30 days, 3 weeks, whatever the fuck it is, That shit comes back in the system and they kick out the wrong shit. Ma'am. You cannot pay rent fraudulently.
Think they wasn't gonna find out.
And think they're not going to find out.
But the fact that the dude said that shit on the phone.
The fact that your man said all that shit over the phone is crazy.
Took the money back.
You took the money back.
Took the money back.
Hey man, stop coming to my podcast wasting my time. Again, I wholeheartedly support the message shit. Get it out. But don't come to my podcast wasting my goddamn time, bro. I don't even care if you offering money. Keep your fucking money. Don't come to my podcast wasting time. Simple as that. Shaquela, I wish you well in life, but don't do that shit again.
But thank you, though.
Thank you. I appreciate your business. You are a great business person. You showed the utmost hospitality. You came in with a tip. God damn it. Yeah. You, Shaquela, little do you know, and to the other lady that was in my house that day, y'all did some positive shit out of all this. We're just being real. You did some positive shit. But
You don't get credit for that.
to go with that positive shit, you was bogus. I don't support that. You got on here lying. You got on here playing crazy. You got on here lying. And then you call yourself trying to get into it with my little sister. We're not doing that. I'm not sitting up here trying to tell you not to say what you going to say to my sister, but do it in a respectful manner. Take it to her inbox. Or shit, you could even be in the comments. Just, remember what comments you in. You in Dre's Dungeons comments. And if you going to be speaking about somebody against, that's one of mine, I got something to say. So, just so we're aware. So not to totally discredit Shaquela or dog her. No, I'm not doing none of that. Just don't bring your ass over here doing that shit again. Especially when that situation. We ain't doing that. To the ladies and the gentlemen of YMOA.
Thank you.
Y'all are appreciated. But follow the rules and directions. Maybe. It might be a little bit easier for you. As far as the 2300 and the 1600, I see why.
What's a fucking 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 100% smart house? Yeah, that shit $2,300.
I'm not just sitting here talking, y'all. Like, they showed me this shit. I see why it's 2,300. I see why it's 1,600. That's a brand new crib. You're starting you run your house from your phone. Why do you think that's gonna be cheap? See, I didn't know all of this shit was going on within this program before I sat in the office and seen this shit. Now, mind you, I'm gonna be 100. I'm a purveyor of truth. I was a little upset when I walked in there and I did all that shit just to not have no interview. I was. Not gonna lie. Side-eyed her a little bit. I'll side-eye everybody in that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. But I allowed her to speak. She gave me the rundown of her program, gave us the tour, and we sat down and had a real in-depth conversation. Now, again, I can't give y'all every aspect of that conversation, but the vast majority of it, y'all just need to do what y'all supposed to do within that program. If you're supposed to take some classes, take the fucking classes. If you ain't supposed to have a nigga in there, and it's only you and your 6 kids on the fucking lease.
That's why that man walked in the house at 9 o'clock at night.
Come on, man. It's simple shit. Follow the rules and regulations of the program. That's what you signed up for. If Jamal ain't supposed to be on the lease, if Jamal ain't supposed to be there, what is he there for? You ain't got a car, ho. But it's a nigga there right now in your bed with a car and can't do shit. That's what's wrong with a lot of you bitches. Y'all just want a wet ass. There's a motherfucking layup with you. No. Buddy ain't supposed to be there. He ain't supposed to be on that lease. Why is he there? Simple. You ain't missed too much, Ashley. It's just, I'm just giving y'all an overview of what was said in the meeting. Like, again, I was disappointed. I can't lie. I was disappointed because I was anticipating y'all comments, questions, and concerns and interactions with said woman. You know what I mean? And by the way, the woman's pleasant. I don't got no quarrel with her. I ain't finna lie, because if I didn't like the motherfucker, I would have said it. This is just a black woman that's been in business since 2006 and ran into a disgruntled person, and it turned into this. And I can confidently say this because I sat there unbiased to listen to everything that was said from all people that work in the office. Mind you, it's like 8 or 9 different people in the office, and people only spoke on 2. I got to meet those 2 people. They gave me the rundown. They showed me the numbers. They showed me an apartment of a person that was in the comments. Fuck you got milk in the tub for? What are you doing with pizza boxes on the counter in the bathroom? You having a fucking mukbang in the tub? I seen that shit, man. That house was awful.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. You only had the motherfucker for 3 weeks. And there's holes in the walls and shit. Like you was in there just shooting and shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all, if y'all gonna voice, complaints and concerns, make sure it's valid. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Don't just get on social media, coming to people, not just my shit. I'll be going to people's platforms and other outlets trying to tell only one side of the story. Tell everything. That's why motherfuckers don't like getting into it with me. Because they be lying. I don't give no fuck about no hand gestures. What? Fuck up my shit. That's why people don't like getting into it with me, bro. Because they going to tell only one side of the story. Then when it get to me and it's my turn, I tell everything. Now I'm weird, this, and that. Fuck you. If you going to tell some shit, tell it correctly. So as far as YMOA, if y'all got real accounts and real situations going on, tell it correctly. But I also encourage this. Don't just come to social media. Go to her. Y'all got her number? I got her number. Now, is she bogus? Put that ass on blast. But make sure you got basis for it. Make sure you got grounds for it. Because then you going to get embarrassed. Like Shorty did.
Man.
Shorty got embarrassed. Bad.
Now I see why you kept asking, you don't believe me?
Now I understand why motherfucker keeps saying, did you believe me? Did you believe me? At first I did. But after seeing all of that, and then girl. Girl. What was the best route? As far as what?
Speaking to her in private. She said, do you think it was best the way you guys handled it in private?
I wanted to have a live interaction, like right now. I wanted to sit down, like it was a whole nice little setup. But again, due to the previous episode with the recording, and y'all know how I get out on my podcast, I always got the hospitality. You feel me? Due to that, they didn't want to. Oh, that's fine. Hi, Shaquela. I said what I said. Due to that episode going on and what took place and what was said, I understand the business parts of shit, right? So they chose not to be a part of it because of what they represent. That is a Christian-based, that is a faith-based program. And what I do on my podcast and platform doesn't align with what they got going on. It's business. I understand that. Am I going to change it? Fuck no. Because there's somebody out there that like what I do. It's cool. I appreciate her business. But she reserves that right to not want to, I get all that. So I asked the questions that needed to be asked. To the woman that's in my inbox that sent me those questions and whatnot, I asked everything. And I got all the answers for you. I described it for you. So you ain't see a red flag when she constantly asked if anyone believed her. I'm going to be real, gang. I did, but I'm also a person that gives you the benefit of the doubt until I have no reason to do it anymore. I got that reason today. Shorty bogus. Shorty bogus. So that's, yes, from my understanding and from what I heard, the program works. You just got to want it to work. You got to want the program to work for you. You got to do that shit. Got to do that shit. If you got to take a class, take the class. And secondly, something I really wanted to point out. None of them in there get paid. That was a point of emphasis. None of them get paid for this shit. It's just all nonprofit. So I understand where the $1,000 shit come in at. These are 2024 brand new apartments. The whole house is a smart house. You control your house from a fucking app. Of course, it's supposed to be that goddamn much. Like, what be to y'all? Y'all had a motherfucker thinking they was paying, charging $1,200 for some ran down shit. No, bro. This is real deal shit. Granite tables and shit.
You don't have to have an income.
You don't have to have no income.
Shaquilla
like we went through all of that.
Shaquilla said if she didn't charge me, it was a price and it's based off your income. You have to have income. You do have to attend classes. Yes, you have to attend classes.
You have to attend classes, but you do not have to have no income. That was specifically explained to me because I asked those questions.
If you don't have an income, you opt to volunteer.
Yeah, you have to volunteer and work the program. Clearly, Shaquilla, you didn't want to do that. This is what, and I'm going to give it to you the way they gave it to me. The other lady, the housing coordinator, she called herself a goon. That's what she said. And then Tasha. They both echoed the same shit. The only thing is, Tasha really be sparing motherfuckers. Everybody in the office be wanting to put y'all the fuck out the first time you fuck up. Tasha be saving y'all. And I ain't just saying that. I heard them say it. We want to put them out. It's always her. That's so y'all kind of gotta take down some of that bashing on this program. And if y'all don't like me no more because of this, cool. I don't give a fuck. I just saw what I saw. Nosy neighbors brought it to the light. Went there, got the answers that y'all wanted. And if you don't like it, I tried to give it to you live, but, shit happens. So I get the next best thing. I asked her specifically, and I'm pushing it back out to you.
What?
I'm the purveyor of truth.
Shaquilla Stewart, why didn't you tell us she brought you Christmas?
Oh. Yeah, Trizzy, yeah. They have a program called Young Fathers of America. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I got a whole logo that I was supposed to use, but I just wanted to keep it as Young Mothers of America because that's what was going on. But there's definitely a program for men. Niggas like me and you, gang, we can get in that bitch.
And you don't have to have a job.
And you don't have to have a job, gang. You can volunteer. They're going to give you a career, nigga. They're going to put you in a job. Like, the program actually works if you want it to work for you. You just got to follow the fucking steps. Black folks don't ever want to do no fucking work. They always want shit handed to them. Get off your ass.
She said, ask Shaquilla about her Christmas toys. $1,000 worth. Damn.
Damn, who brought over $1,000 worth of Christmas toys? The program? See, I wasn't even trying to be on here doing all this shit. Now we finna get messy.
Oh, shit, I gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta slide. Okay. All right. Yeah, man, now we gotta get messy. Because who bringing over $1,000 of toys and shit? Oh, my babies, Trizzy, go on up there, gang. Matter of fact, after I get done with this podcast, gang, inbox from me, all the info you need on that shit. That shit legit. You just got to do the work. You got to go to the classes. YMOA gave her $1,000 worth of... Come on, Shaquilla. Come on, Shaquilla. You Yeah, you bogus. I'm sorry, you bogus. I'm not a representative at all. I'm just stating facts. Obviously, you know enough. You know enough to know that they done gave her $1,000 worth of my goddamn Christmas presents. And she on here talking crazy about them and shit. Not only that, there's 2 other women that's in my inbox about you, Shaquela. You bogus. Again, I appreciate your business. I appreciate, us, our interaction. But I think you could have saved that. Honestly. Because everything that they're saying that they're coming out about, bro, they on your ass. Oh, man, that first one done. Okay, bet, buddy. Yeah, they on your ass about it. You ain't missed too much, grandmama. I'm just giving an overview of my conversation with Miss Tasha Davis at YMOA. And the conclusion that I came to, it's a lot of misperception about that. People just got to do what they signed up for when they signed that dotted line. Simple as that. The NDAs are for your protection as a resident in the village. Carrington down there beating up somebody and he ain't supposed to be out here, and y'all can't be in the comments dropping Somerset apartments. That's where the NDAs come in there, y'all. And not Carrington specifically. I was just using him as an example because that was the first nigga that came to mind, big back nigga. Well, yeah, man. Exactly. Yeah, shit ain't free, bro. Shit ain't free. You think these people just handed you a crib and say, hey, here you go, go and live. No. You gotta earn that shit. And all they asking you to do is go to class. You mean to tell me I can get a 2-3 bedroom house or an apartment that's ran off my phone just to go to class? Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping, bro. Tripping. My babies, y'all tripping. Of course, don't nobody want to do all that extra shit, man. But it ain't about you. It's about them shorties. You trying to house some shorties, bro. So I said all that to say this, and this gonna tie into my another point that I'm gonna make. Stop trying to tear down these black businesses, man. And I'm gonna get to. I got a little bit more to get into with that. But as far as YMOA and what I was told and what I saw, that's a woman that's been doing this since 2006, and that needs to be recognized more than what it is. Like, I should have been known about YMOA. Nosy Neighbors should not have been the way that I found out about it. And that's off the strength of 1 or 2 people that had a bad experience, or what I came to find out, they wasn't following directions of the program because they didn't like it. So I said all that to say this, bro. Stop bashing these black businesses. Now, I am actively at war with one. Yeah. And if your food nasty, if your customer service is trash, if you have poor promotion, people are entitled to that opinion. People are entitled to that opinion. You can't get mad because a kid's saying your shit nasty. You can't get mad about that, nigga. And the fact that I'm the loudest one with my opinion, you only gonna come at me? First of all, shorty, ain't nan one of you bitch ass niggas gonna move me off my opinion. If the shit ass, it's ass. Just like that cipher last year. Ass. And I said it. And I walk around, nigga. The fuck? That's what be wrong with y'all. Y'all be trying to hush people up. Y'all don't want motherfuckers to ever say nothing or speak up. Fuck you. I ain't against black businesses. I'm against that business because they ass. Ass. Don't nobody want that shit. If you want to have a black business, do right by black people. I ain't asking for no fucking discount. I just want good service. I want good food. And if you're going to promote well. Don't be on there lying. Then then the next snap, you are out to eat. Then the next snap, you in there dancing in the kitchen with them nasty ass grapes. Yeah, nigga. Then when I come to try to confront you about it and talk to you like adults, you don't want to come from behind the fucking counter. You send another motherfucker with glasses. Then you got, oh, I was sitting in the parking lot. I could have hopped out. Why don't you get your bitch ass out there, nigga? I'm in the car with women. That's another thing I don't be liking, bro. You niggas that be getting in my inbox, bro, that be doing all this fucking capping to me, bro. I don't really be with a lot of niggas. If any at all. I was with one. Me and dog ain't fucking with each other right now. But for the most part, I'm out in public with women. So, if any one of you niggas had an issue with me, bro, y'all done seen me, bro, why ain't you press me? Over my opinion. If you saw me jump in the car, you saw me get out the car and walk in, you knew what I was on. Why didn't you say nothing? Don't do that tough ass shit with me, bro. Don't do that tough shit with me, bro. Don't be calling me, threatening me about my opinion because that food is ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm glad that person is out here paying for funerals and doing all that shit. That's good work, nigga. Pay it forward, nigga. But you can't get upset because your food ass. You can't be sending people thinking they finna change some shit or bully me on my opinion. Fuck you, nigga. That's what it is, nigga. I said it. Your shit ass. Fuck. She didn't buy me nothing. My kids left in November. I never got a house. They made special arrangements for me and my baby daddy out. Oh yeah, that's a long message. I ain't finna read all that. But yeah, I still gotta go to work soon, bro. I just came on here to give y'all an overview of what was said. YMOA is a good program. If it didn't work for you, maybe go back and look at your contract and see what you wasn't doing. That's the best I could give to you. There's no lies. I'm not taking this woman's side. I don't know her personally. I can only go off of what was said and shown to me. Feel y'all bogus. Feel y'all probably do need to go and call YMOA and try to schedule a meeting so y'all can sit down and talk it out. Because the woman got more grace than was necessary. So, the lady that I had off camera with the kids that was talking, that situation came up. Them people was in their crib because now mind you, this came out of their mouth. Them people was in her crib at 10 because she knew the day before that she was supposed to be out. But they still extended her a grace period to give her for her to give up the bread. The first part of the payment was paid. It was cool. The rest of it went through and it was fraud. And they tried to give her grace. The grace got extended and extended until they, you gotta go. So it sounds like Miss Ma'am probably need to either call them and make that right. You feel me? Or do something different because they not in the wrong. You try to get them fraudulent money. Ain't nobody going for that. There's no way 20 plus people lying on her. I don't care. Why you lie so early? No, listen. We were supposed to do this at 11, but like Milan, I'm talking to Milan right now. We were supposed to do this at 11, right? I get there. Now, mind you, y'all watched a podcast a few days ago with the 3 individuals that I had on here. The things that I do and represent on this podcast don't align with their business. They're Christian. They're faith-based. I ain't got no quarrels with that. It is what it is. 20 people at 9 to 5. Hey, look, I got to go clock in here in a minute. So, there's no way 20 people. Listen, I'm not sitting up here saying that all 20 of them people is lying, but it's kind of hard to go with that when they're showing me what goes on with this program. Motherfuckers got to follow the rules, Milan. If you sign the contract and you agreeing to do what needs to be done because you're trying to get something out of them people, you don't think that they're going to want to come back and make you stand on what you're supposed to do? Your obligations are within that contract. The contract says they have to go to class. If you're not working, you work for YMOA. And they, like, I don't understand the discord with that. I'm not trying to discredit those 20 people. I promise I'm not. But it's hard to go with them when I'm seeing otherwise. That's all I'm saying. But I wasn't planning on going. I was planning on doing the live at 11 because that's the time that she had available because of their business hours or whatever. So that's the only reason why I'm live so early right now, y'all. I was planning on having her. It was supposed to be me and her. Y'all supposed to be asking questions. You know how this shit go. But I was able to go in there and get a full feel of what's going on. Like their meetings on Saturdays, the one that they just had was a fucking barbecue, bro. And the mandatory meetings that this is from, it's Tasha. Then it's the lady that calls herself the Goon. This is from the Goon. The meetings are informative meetings, like shit that you need to hear. Or if you having issues with your neighbor and you don't know how to get it out there, that time was for that. If you didn't show up, then that's on you. As far as people having the same garage codes and shit, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember the conversation correctly, it like I said, everything is done off the app and the phone. Oh shit! Oh, Shaquella, you gotta wait. I can't read that right now. You gotta wait. That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh damn! You basically you gotta follow the program, bro. And them house meetings are for, for you to get for talk, meet the upper management and everything. And that's just something that y'all should probably go for. The house codes and the garage codes, those are generated in your app, and apparently you're supposed to change that through there. The mailbox situation with the keys, that's a post office issue. The post office got to come do that. That ain't nothing that YMOA can do. Call your local post office, tell them to come change that shit. But yeah, man, that program ain't what it's. That program is not as bad as y'all make it. Am I a person that want to sit and go through classes? I don't want to, but if that's that's what I'm gonna get for this crib, then fuck it. They lying. Definitely gotta have income, but the people that came on the show. Well, look, that ain't what was said in the meeting, gang. She fed a bunch of excuses. That's crazy. Hey, look. She said into me, because I had to grill her about another person that went to the program and got denied. You feel me? So that's how all the income and shit even came up. That's how all the income and shit came up. Because I had to get on her ass like, motherfucker sat in front of me and called y'all organization telling you that they need help and they got 3 jobs and y'all told motherfucker that they ain't make enough. So that's how all that shit started coming out about there's no income, yada, 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 yada. That whole situation, man, I just feel like it's situational based. You gotta do the work. From what I gathered, you gotta do the work of the program. We didn't go over too much curriculum in the classes, but one of the biggest things that we spoke on was the sex shit. Sex education needs to be in school, but because it's taken out of school, she implemented it as part of her curriculum. And we need that. Because y'all didn't know that the women in Uganda is getting their clits cut off. Yeah. That's what's going on. So that shit I would like to know about. That's cruel and inhumane. I don't know, man. To the people, I don't know who spoke anonymously. I'm not even on that. But I think y'all might want to call her and get in tune and see what can be done. Because the lady is extending y'all a lot of grace. A lot of grace. I feel like y'all should holler at her. Maybe offer an apology to the lady that I had off the camera. There's still room for you. You just got to make that shit right. Simple as that. You got to make it right. So, but I got to go to work, y'all. Just letting y'all know what happened at the meeting and why I didn't broadcast. I hope y'all have a good day. I hope that this was informative. And, you know, if you got any more quarrels or further questions, comments, or concerns, tap in with YMOA or inbox Tasha Davis personally. And with that being said, I'm finna go wipe ass. Bye.